Progressives, this is your trigger warning. Welcome to Curtis Goes Corner. This is a news segment out of New York City where some housing project residents are upset because the new, and I use this in air quotes, migrants are taking up all the free food, i.e. from the food pantries, standing in line, and now all the free turkeys for Thanksgiving. And she asked a question, and it's a very simple answer. Let's listen.
Why do we have to take the butt of everything, okay?
Why do you have to take the butt of everything? Because this is what you voted for. Period. Where's the disconnect here? Actions have consequences. Like the old saying, you reap what you sow. I'll bet, and that's probably a lowballing it, that 90% of the individuals that voted in this housing project voted for Biden and other Democrats. This is what you voted for. Well, I can't vote for Trump. He's this and he's that. Okay, then quit your bitching. Take food off of your table at Thanksgiving and every other day because you don't like somebody. That makes you a fool or a cult member. Let's listen on.
This community here is already suffering.
The residents living in NYCHA's Queensbridge houses look forward to the mobile food pantries that show up weekly. But over the past year, they have witnessed 8,000 migrants move into their neighborhood, and they have also noticed the migrants are also starting to take their stuff.
Starting to take their stuff. I find that amazing. You asked for it. Every mayoral candidate, at least Democrats, including the current mayor, Eric Adams, and the old mayor, said this was a sanctuary city. Please come here. You will be safe here from federal authorities. When Trump was president, they did it in Los Angeles and many other deep, deep blue states. Quit your complaining. Quit your whining. You got what you voted for.
They was first online for the turkeys this morning. If they tell you to be there at 11 o'clock, you get there like 10:30, 10:45. But they already out there. The line is from over there to over here.
Yeah, it is. They see free. Well, they're getting taxpayer dollars for free, the vast majority of them to live. Where are they going to work? It's incredible to me. Absolutely incredible. They already filled up the line. By the time we got to it, the free turkeys were gone. All right. Nobody wants to admit they were wrong. Nobody wants to admit they were the cause of their own problem. But you have to face reality. This is what you voted for.
Free food giveaways, especially during the holidays, have become a source of tension between longtime New Yorkers struggling to get by and newly arrived migrants who are using the system to survive. A month ago, one altercation got so heated between a resident and a migrant, someone ended up in the hospital.
We would never turn anyone away for a meal, but there simply just is not enough for both NYCHA residents and the migrant shelter residents.
Now, I'll bet you money that this city council member, and I used to be a city councilman in upstate New York, granted it's not as big as New York City, I'll bet you money when the former mayor and the current mayor running, Adams, said this is a sanctuary city. She applauded it. I would bet $1,000 right now that she was all for New York being a sanctuary city. Shut the F up. You're a hypocrite. Your ideology met reality and you don't like it. Be quiet. This is what you wanted. This is what you're out of your way to ask for. And to make it even worse, people that didn't agree with that ideology of a sanctuary city in New York were racist and hateful MAGA Republicans and blah, 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 blah. Shut the F up.
Councilmember Julie Wan says she alerted the mayor to the growing tension in her community and was able to get $50,000 to increase the number of hot meals served inside NYCHA's. But
Yeah, $50,000 buys a lot of meals. But there's 8,000 new, air quotes, migrants in this housing project. That 50 grand isn't going to go very far. $6 a piece in change eats up to 50 grand in a hurry. That's like what, one day? It's amazing to me. And now Eric Adams is under the gun for a sexual assault allegation from 30 years ago. Why? Because he spoke out against the migrants being dumped in New York and the billions it's going to cost the city on the next 5 years. So they had to teach him a lesson. Again, your ideology meant reality. You ran your mouth. The same with the council member Wong and Mayor Adams. You ran your mouth. So shut the F up.
she's concerned the mayor's new budget cuts will only put further stress on a community already living in scarcity.
People are going hungry right now. People are frustrated with not having enough to eat, not having heat and hot water in their shelters or in their houses in NYCHA. And people want to make sure that they just have their basic needs met like any human would anywhere. And that's what's causing the tension.
And we're going to see what happens tomorrow. That's when the Reese family and Councilmember Wan are putting together a fall family feast equipped to serve 2,000 people. We're going to see how far the resources can stretch.
Yeah, the resources can stretch. Like most leftists and progressives, somebody else will pay for it. Let's get it out of federal tax money. So the person that's paying federal taxes in the Midwest, who works his ass off, has a wife and 2 kids, a family, needs that money to help bring up their children for housing, food, education, clothing, the works. But that individual has to pay federal tax now because you made New York City a sanctuary city. I live in Binghamton, New York, which is upstate. It's called the Southern Tier. It's just above the Pennsylvania line, just directly below Syracuse, for those who are wondering where it is. I have people call me all the time telling me they're seeing lines of migrants at the food pantry, wiping the place out, a line down the block. And we're only a small town of 45,000 odd people. It's everywhere. But you people will keep voting Democrat. I'll bet you that lady at the beginning said, "Oh, I don't understand. I voted for Biden because Democrats look out for poor and low-income people. I don't get it. You weren't listening." Yeah, but hey, Trump is such a... Yeah, okay, whatever. Shut the F up. We're going to see how this goes. Now, I probably won't see a follow-up story on the 2,000 meals being prepared. But when you have 8,000 migrants, plus the Americans that are in this low-income housing project, those 2,000 meals are going to be gone instantly. Instantly. So to all you Democrats in New York City and all the major cities that vote 90% plus Democrat, happy Thanksgiving. Until the next time, goodbye and good luck.